It is a Confession Tuesday with Rebecca Silence, Inspired Results LLC on Facebook, inspiredresultscoach.com. How it works is you submit a question to cmykiss.com or to Rebecca, and we handle it here on the air confidentially. And in doing so, we get to help so many other people here in Central New York because, amazingly enough, you're not the only one that has the problem.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the thing. People are like, oh, people are going to know it's me.
Oh,
No.
we all have something.
Oh, my Lord.
So let's just air it out so we can move on.
Absolutely. Dear Rebecca, I'm going through a divorce. I noticed that I feel a lot of anger. What's the best way to deal with this? Right now, it feels like the anger will last forever.
Thank you for this question. And I think especially with the holidays coming up, this is a really difficult time of year.
Puts a huge magnifying glass on
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
To be going through what you're going through. So on one hand, I would encourage you to get really real with your feelings instead of making them wrong, right? In order to move on with anything, you've got to let yourself get angry.
That's fair.
It's really important, actually, because you're going to have feelings. You're going to have actually both sadness and anger and probably some fear making any type of transition or any type of big change in your life. And I think I see it all the time in my coaching practice. A lot of us get afraid of our anger and we don't want to get angry because it's bad or wrong. But then what ends up happening is if you don't embrace that anger, it just bleeds out all over the people you care about. It's like radiating off of you like the sun anyway.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If anger's a good thing and, you're angry because of a breakup.
Well, it's a
or whatever-
natural thing.
Well, sure. How do you embrace the anger and not take it out on the people that love you most?
Right. So the deal is healthy expression of anger isn't something most of us learn about. I will tell you, it is not violence. Okay, anger isn't violence. They're two different things. Violence is an attempt to suppress your anger and distract yourself from your anger, actually. So they're not the same. And projecting your anger and lashing out at all is only going to keep that anger stuck inside of you. So, verbal abuse and attack and physical abuse and attack is not a healthy expression of anger. What you can do instead is go out into the woods and scream bloody murder, yell into a pillow, go work out, journal a lot. Talking is so helpful in getting the emotion out of your body and onto a page, or just communicating with another person also gets it out of your body. So talking about this is what I'm angry about and really giving it a voice and really allowing yourself to be where you are is the first step. Now, the point about I feel like it's going to last forever, you have choices. I've had coaching clients come into my office that got divorced 20 years ago and they're not over it.
Ooh.
So you're not wrong that it could last forever, because for some people it actually does, because it's a big deal to take these vows, to have these hopes and dreams about what this relationship is going to be like, and then the relationship crashes and burns, game over. So you have a choice, right? With again, any big event that happens that maybe was unexpected or not what you wanted, you can stay down or you can get up. And part of getting up after a divorce is looking at, okay, what is it that I can do different next time? First of all, looking at your part. I know in my first marriage, I was really good at emasculating my husband. He had a lot of, a huge role in that marriage ending, but I can see where I, out of fear, would emasculate him or be a control freak, and that wasn't helpful. So I've really looked at that so that I don't do it again, because it ends up where it ends up if I did.
Sure.
So looking at your part, looking at what you would maybe do different moving forward. And then this is the fun part, okay? But you can't really get to the fun part until you've gotten through your feelings of anger. At least a start. They may come in waves. It's not necessarily going to be one sitting.
Sure.
And then look at, okay, what do I want to do different next time? So once you've done those two things, start dreaming about what you want your future to look like with the next person.
Oh.
No.
Start dreaming and getting really committed to, it's not if, it's when I have my next partner, this is what's happening. Get
Boom.
really clear so you can have it. And a lot of people, especially with relationship, again, in my coaching office, it's like a revolving door of people that want a great relationship, but they're terrified. Don't be frozen and paralyzed in fear that you're going to get hurt in a relationship. You might, but you can find somebody that when you get hurt or when they get hurt, you get through it together and come out even stronger in the breakdowns. But it means you've got to get clear about what you're looking for. What is your ideal partner? And then don't settle for less. The second you see a red flag, the second you see that this person isn't exactly meeting your standard, it doesn't make them wrong or bad. It just means if you stick around, you're only setting yourself up for disappointment.
Right.
So when Paul and I, the guy I was living with in Las Vegas, broke up, this is what I did. I cried, I screamed, I made an 11-page list. 3 weeks later, Mark and I got together. 3 months later, we were engaged. Here we are now. And it's, today actually is my 12-year-old's birthday, and she was 6 when we got together. And I'm so grateful to have this guy in her life that's modeling what I want my older daughter to see a man can be and a relationship can look like. So don't be afraid to dream, but first you got to get pissed, like really pissed. And then you look at, okay, what's my part? What do I want to make sure I handle so I don't do it again? And then dream big.
Rebecca Silence, InspiredResultsCoach.com on a Confession Tuesday. If you would like Rebecca to handle whatever's going on in your world, CMYKiss.com, InspiredResultsCoach.com, or Inspired Results LLC on Facebook.
And divorce is just an opportunity for rebirth. Don't forget that.